Hello and welcome back to the Hobby Man. So in this episode we are going to be doing the assembly for the Dodge Charger stage 3. In this stage it's all to do with the front grille and headlamps. So yeah, here we go. Little bits and pieces. So yeah, let's get on and I'll show you the contents in the magazine for this stage build, and then once that's done we'll start make the assembly. Okay, so here's the magazine for the stage 3. That's what we'll get inside. So just have a quick flip through. Obviously you've seen these magazines. If you've watched any of the other videos, you'll see they always have a little bit about the cars and stuff, and cars that were involved in the films. As you can see, there's lots of bits to read about. Quite interesting reads if you like the franchise and that anyway. It's quite interesting. So we talk about the parts of the films and stuff like that where the cars were involved and how they do it. But yeah, then we got the contents here. So this is the contents. And then we got the stages of the build that we're going to be going through. As you can see. So yeah, so there is 8 stages in stage 3, 8 steps. So, and we'll get through them. And then towards the back of the magazine on this one, you've got a bit about some hot rods. There was another page there. Yeah, hot rods and the California Beetle as well. So yeah, there we go. Moving on to the parts. So this is the parts that you'll get. I'll get them out of the package in a second, just before we go for the build. But as you can see, this is all to do with the front grille, part of the front of the car, obviously front of the bumper, headlights and stuff in there. So yeah, I'm going to get these parts out and ready, and then we're going to go through the stages. Speak to you in a moment. Right, so this is section 3.1. These are the parts here. So you've got the headlight unit. And we're going to be fitting the left-hand side of the headlight. So you've got 3 notches up here. It indicates on the actual instructions that these should be up. So this would be your left-hand side and your right-hand side. So the first task is to insert these headlight covers into the framework. I don't know if you can see there as well, actually. There is little holes here and little pins on here that you slot them into. I'm assuming, anyway. There we go. Ooh. Eventually got one in. It stays in there. It's a bit loose, but it will be obviously screwed down in a minute. So just don't want it to keep popping out. Okay, so there's one in. There's 2. So it's just popped out again. Come on, just stay in there while I do this, will you, please? There we go. Right, and then this cover, well, if these stay in line like that, these sit over the top like that, and then with some BP screws we're going to just do this side up. There we go. One. Two. There we go, get your headlights in there. Make sure that's dark. Okay, there we go. That is section 3.1. Now, with this, I'm actually going to skip 3.2 because obviously you've seen that. It's exactly the same, but done on the right hand side here. So this section that we've just completed is now 3.1 and 3.2. Okay, so section 3.3. So we've got to insert the grill, radiator grill, into this unit here now. And as you can see, obviously I've fitted the right hand side lights, so that's all done. So with this section here, we've got 2 pins, or stalks, whatever you like to call them, and they were going to go into here, these hiles, and then from behind with some AP screws we're just going to screw it up. Okay. Ugh. Come on then. One. Two. There we go. And so that is section 3.3. That is the radiator grille. Lovely. Okay, so section 3.4, and this will also be 3.5 as well. Just due to the fact because in 3.4 all they want to do is you have to push this RT badge, the Dodge Charger, onto the grille. So I thought I might as well just combine these two and do that. I do apologise if the lighting's a little bit weird on this. I've got some new lamps and that just to put down, just to try and sort of pick so the camera can pick up a bit more details, make it easier for it. We'll see how well it gets on, but I do apologise if it's making harder things to see. But anyway, so the first part of this is to slot the badge into, I'll show you actually, slot the badge, you see it's already marked out there on there, and this little RT badge I've just shown you, needs to slot in there like this. Push it in. That's it. So I'll be careful not to sort of bend it too much. But it's in, and you'll see it's come out through the back anyway, so it's well in there and going anywhere. Okay, So now we're going to put the front support grille on. So this may be a little bit tricky. It's a little bit awkward for me when I've got a camera in the way half the time. So right, that goes on there. So you've got these holes on these grids. The single one at the top here seems to go onto the top of it, and the double holes to the bottom. And once that's sort of kind of in place, you want this grill guard to go over the top of them. And you can see this grill guard's got the screw points all the way along. I think there's 9 screws holding this together. So you've got the cutout, it goes towards the bottom, and this sort of slots over, but it might actually be easier maybe if I put it on like that. Like that, so that's a bit easier. It's just trying to hold it in place. I'll do that. No. Well, if I put that in place, let's move this up. Put that in place there, so that goes over. That's over. And then this slot over, and I should hopefully be able to pick up the screws. So the screws that we're using, and this is the AP screws again. I can get one in. Get one in at the other end, just to hold it in place hopefully. And I can just double check that it's all lined up. So yeah, it looks all lined up. All the holes are lined up at the back anyway, so that's good. It's coming along quite nicely. Look at that. Really, look at that. Smart. Right, I go ahead and screw all these up now. There we go, sorry, all 9 screws in. Just look at that, looking well smart. Moving on. Okay, so this will be section 3.6 and 3.7, because what I will do here on one side will just be replicated on the other side. So instead of making you sit there and watch both sides, I do the one side, and obviously with exactly the same movements again into the opposite side. So now we're putting the indicators in and the indicator trims into this bottom part. So the first bit is here. So we've got the indicator housing covering. Again, I'm just throwing them everywhere, which with this top side up, just, oh my god, top side up just slides in there like that. Then you got your indicator cover, which the long tube, the thick side basically will just slot inside there like that. And then you got the back housing, which will go in over the top like that, pushed in, and then with DM screws, which is here, with DM screws, just push that into place. We'll just screw this down. Oh, not on form today. There we go, screw that down. One, and the other side. There we go. And that is that. So when it's on the car, it will look like that. Nice and smart. Okay. There we have it. So I will go ahead and do 3.7, which is exactly the same on this side, and I'll catch you back up in 3.8. Okay, so section 3.8, you can see now I've done both sides of this. So within this section, we've got to fit the front valance against the grille. So get this the right way up. Yeah, so this is the bottom half. So you can see these two pins either side of here. I'll get a bit closer maybe, these pins here. These holes here I've got to line up in there. So let's get that in. Let's get these screws ready. Okay, so these line up in there like that. And with the CP screws, let's just get one ready. CP screws, they just screw in here. One in there ready. On the side. Oop. Oof. Get in there. There you go, one. Let's do this one up. There we go. And that is 3.8 complete. Look how smart that is. That's awesome. You kind of get the idea of how wide it's going to be now anyway, can't you? Sort of the car. Yeah, absolutely awesome. There we have it. That is the final stage complete, and that is stage 3. There we go, guys. That is the end of stage 3 for the Dodge Charger, Fast and Furious. Dominic Toretto's Charger. So yeah, that's the final piece. That looks really cool, doesn't it? Can't wait to keep putting more pieces on here, but yeah, absolutely awesome. Well, yeah. Oh, thanks again for watching if you made it this far, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Take it easy. Bye for now.